Starting the first one, object present at infinity. Let us draw a concave mirror. Let us develop some good habits while drawing the ray diagram. So we did a concave mirror. Immediately we have to do the rough surface which is present behind the concave mirror, right? So the next step we are going to do is the principal axis, and when the principal axis touches the surface of the mirror, we are going to write it as P. Then properly we have to estimate the circle. Just a rough estimation, I know it is not so circular, but the rough estimation of a circle, it is very important because you have to be provided the correct position of at least C and F. Otherwise you may get diverted, like you are going to do C over here or very close to the mirror or very away from the mirror. There we may get some different types of images, and the image characteristic which we are going to draw would not stand correct. So estimating the circle and making C and F is a very important task. Now for the first one, I will draw some of the main conclusions, and we are going to write it in star mark points because they are the logic statements which are going to help us to draw the image characteristic and even to this ray diagram. So when the object is present at infinity, we need not draw any image, any object. What is an object? In physics, object is an upward arrow. I will be doing it behind the C, beyond C, at C, and all those object positions. Because object is present now at infinity, we need not do any object. Now what we will do, now the rays coming from the object would be parallelly. The rays which would come from infinity would be parallel. That is what the logic says, and we are going to draw 4 rays that are coming parallel to each other. 2 above the principal axis and 2 below the principal axis. Now you will tell me, what are these? Now these are the rays which are coming from infinity to the mirror. They will get reflected in some ways or the other, and we are going to guess what is the reflection, where the image is formed, and what are the characteristic of the image formed. So as you know, the first and foremost rule we have came across is anything which falls perpendicular, any beam of light which falls parallelly to the principal axis onto the surface of mirror, it gets reflected back. Because it's a converging mirror, it actually gets crossed through the focus of the mirror. This is the first point of strike, and it made the light pass through F. Then this is the second beam of light, second point of strike, that has also made the light pass through F. This is third point of strike, and this has also made the same. This is the fourth point of strike, and this has also made the light move through the focus. Now listen to me very carefully. These are the 4 point of strike from which the reflected rays, obeying the first law of reflection, gave or intersected themselves to give out the image. So you will tell me, what is intersection and how does intersection give out an image? So if I will tell you, the point of intersection is the top of the object. We were going to draw object like this, right? This one is an object for us. This is not present for this one. This is an object, and whenever we get an intersection, that will be the tip of the object. And what will be the bottom? The principal axis will be the bottom of the object, or bottom of the image. Did you get? Now don't be confused. Let us first write down the image characteristic of this one. Write down. For every object position, we are going to draw some of the image characteristic. So you'll ask me, what are the image characteristics? The first one, whether it is real or virtual, how we are going to know? There can be one star mark point can be written. Please pause the video if you are going to write it. If the solid lines, what are solid lines? Not the dotted lines, the opposite of dotted lines. If the solid lines intersect each other in real time, like the first ray of reflection, second, third and fourth, they are intersecting in real time, and that is what called as the intersection of solid lines. If they really intersect, then they are going to form a real image. The first image type we are getting over here is a real image. So you will ask me naturally, would there be any situation in which these lines will intersect? If these lines will not intersect? Yes, we are going to get that situation over the 6th case, the special case. They are not going to intersect, rather they are going to intersect behind the mirror. You are going to draw the dotted lines and going to meet those dotted lines behind the mirror. We are going to get virtual image there. But For all these 5 cases we are going to get real image, because the rays will be intersecting each other, the solid lines will be intersecting each other after reflection. Okay, now let me come to the second one, whether it is inverted or erect. Remember, if the first ray, I am not telling about incident, I am telling about reflected ray. If the first incident ray intersects the second reflected ray, you will tell me that is the same case as real. No problem. If the first reflected ray and second reflected ray intersect each other, then the arrow you are going to get, then the image we are going to get, that will be inverted. That means upside down. So here, can you feel the first reflected ray and the second reflected are meeting each other, right? And because they are meeting their real image, so nearly real and inverted are the equal ones. So another star mark point you can write, whenever the object is real, it must be inverted. Whenever the object is virtual, it must be erect. Another star mark point you can also write, if the first reflected, topmost reflected ray intersects the bottommost reflected ray, then we are going to get an inverted image. Many of the books have given a real and inverted in the same point, but I feel it different, so I have written two of the different points. Now let me tell you about magnification. What is the magnification of the image over here? Let me tell you, where the cross occurs, that is the top of the image, and what is the bottom of the image? The principal axis. Now here the image formation starts from the principal axis and ends at focus, which is again present in the principal axis. So a pointed, a dotted image is formed. Did you get? If the image starts from principal axis and ends at focus, which is present on it, so we are going to get a dotted image. So we are going to write it as highly diminished image. So the third point image characteristic we are drawing, we are going to write image is highly diminished. Okay, again one star mark point you can add, the image starts from the principal axis and ends at the point of intersection of reflected ray. This is another star mark point, in order to figure out where the image actually forms, right? The fourth one, see this one is taking time, right? Because I have to tell you the logics what are present over here. So this one is taking time, the next ones are going to be quite smoother. Okay, now for this one, let us, okay, the fourth point of the image position, image characteristic, would be the position of the image, right? So where the image is formed, as you all can see, this is formed at focus. So we are going to write image is formed at focus. Okay, now this is what the image characteristic of the object at infinity, which is present in front of a concave mirror. Image is a real image, it is an inverted image, it is highly diminished, that is, it is very pointed image, then the image is formed at focus. Let's go to the second one.